Welcome students. I Professor Deepak Vittal Kosti welcome you for this lecture. In the previous lecture we have seen what is meant by front end, what is meant by back end, what is meant by pass 1, what is meant by pass 2, what is meant by pass, and also we have seen what is IR. So in detail what is IR you can see in this lecture. This lecture will also include the example. The contents for this lecture are a toy compiler which includes the front end and the back end. Now, the front end contains the following points: lexical analysis, called as scanning; syntax analysis, called as parsing; semantic analysis; and the output of the front end is tables and intermediate code. So, tables and intermediate code is nothing but IR that we are going to see in this lecture. Lexical analysis, syntax analysis, and semantic analysis we will see in the next lecture because it is interesting as well as time consuming. That we'll see. So let us see the diagram of the front end. So I will explain the diagram first. Source program is given input. This source program is taken by the first step, lexical analysis. We call it as scanning. If any error is there, lexical error, that will be given by the scanner. This is lexical error. If there is no error, no problem, then it will generate tokens. These tokens will be taken by the next phase, that we call it as parsing. After the parsing, it will give the output as trees, that is intermediate code, that will be taken as input by the semantic analysis. Of course, parsing will be 100% complete if there is no syntax error, and semantic analysis will be done if there is no semantic error. So in this way, intermediate code will be generated. But at the time of doing this, tables track is kept, that symbol table, constant table, and other tables we say. Here we will see symbol table in detail. So these tables, there is an interaction at the time of scanning, parsing, and semantic analysis. So this tables in combination with IC is called as IR. So in short, IR is what? IR is nothing but IC plus tables. So this is the diagram of front end. Now we are going to see each and every step in detail. So don't worry. So let us go to the next slide. Now let's see a little bit theoretical part. Front end. What is the work of front end? Front end's work is to perform the analysis of the source program. So now analysis is divided into three parts: lexical analysis, syntax analysis, and semantic analysis. Don't think that I am repeating the part. This particular slide will have example. Up till now we have only seen lexical analysis, syntax analysis, semantic analysis, theoretical. Each kind of analysis consists of following functions. Which are these functions? First one is determine validity of the source program, whether the source program is valid or not. Now, how to determine this? Determine this in the viewpoint of analysis. Now, while doing analysis, what we have to do? We have to find first of all whether the statement is valid or not. How the validity is formed? Depending on that lexical analysis. Now, what is lexical analysis? That we have to see. Next, determine the content of the source statement. What exactly source statement is containing? That content is to be determined. And at last, construct a suitable representation of source statement for the use by subsequent analysis functions or by the synthesis phase. Now, how the synthesis phase will use the output of the content of the source statement, that is to be decided. That is, construct a suitable representation of source statement. Now, this is the theoretical part of the front end. Now let us see one by one. What will be the output of front end? Output of front end will be IR. We have seen diagram just now. I will show once again. So this is the front end. Output of front end is IR. So what is this IR? That we will see now. output of front end is IR. What is IR? IR is containing tables like symbol table, constant table. I'm representing symbol table here, and intermediate code, which is description of the source program. Now, what exactly this is that you are interested in? So let us see what is the table and what is the content of the table. So most important table is called as symbol table. Now, what is meant by symbol? I already told you. Symbol, identifier, variable you say in C language, all are same. What it contains? It contains the all the symbols present in the program. Then when it is built during lexical analysis. When it is modified or when it is filled with detailed information at the time of semantic analysis, information about the symbols is added. Let us see the example. So this is much more awaited and important slide for you. So see the example. Example is I integer. I will annotate. See this example. I is integer. A and B are in real and A equal to B plus I is done. So this is the example. Now let us see theoretical part first, intermediate code. So IC is sequence of IC unit. Now what is IC unit? IC unit is representing the meaning of one action in a source program. Each and every IC unit is having one action. Now what IC unit contains? IC unit contains the reference to the information in the various tables. Now where are the IC units? 1, 2 and 3. So these are the three important IC units present over here. So let us see the example. So I is integer, A and B are in real, and A equal to B plus I. So how this happens? Let us see. This is overview of the example. In detail, we have to see the example. So first of all, symbol table is created. If I is visited during analysis of the source program, I is entered into the symbol table. What is the type of I? Type of I is integer, so type is int. What is the length? Not given. What is the address? Not given. Don't worry about these two fields right now. Now next is A, B. Next is A entered. Next is B entered into the symbol table. So location 1, location 2, location 3. These are the locations of the symbol. What are the types of A and B? A is real and B is real. Now next is what? A equal to B plus I. Now what is this I star and temp? So that is what the interesting part to see in this particular example. Now see, A and B are of type real and I is of type integer. Now you come to know by looking at this particular operator, A equal to B plus I, this is an assignment statement. So for the assignment statement, addition of these two operands must be done. Now B and I, for doing the addition of these two numbers, B and I, these two identifiers B and I, both must be in the same data type. Now B's data type is real. I's data type is int. So how to add int and real? As far as C language is concerned, you know that both the operands must be in the same data type. So that's why I is converted to real and it is saved as I star. Now B is in real, I is in the form of I star and which is real. And now the result of B which is real plus I star which is real is calculated, is stored into a variable named as temp. Where is that temp? Now what will be the type of temp? Real plus real? Obviously real. And will be assigned to the A. So in this way, A is assigned with value B plus I. Now how the intermediate code will be generated for this? See, I will clear everything. See, now up till this, for these two statements, there is no intermediate code. That is only declaration part. Intermediate code will come when there is some action. Now see, each IC unit is representing the meaning of one action in a source program. So action is where? Action is in the statement. Now intermediate code will convert ID #1 to real. Now what is this ID? This ID means identifier. What is this #1? #1 indicates the number 1 symbol in the symbol table. Now convert ID #1 means convert I to real. So why to convert I to real? That I already discussed. Giving ID #4. Giving ID #4 means giving an identifier whose location will be 4th. What is the ID #4? This is I star. Got it? Next is add ID #4 to ID #3. Means add ID #4. 4 means I star to ID #3. 3 means B. So add ID #4 to ID #3 means what? B to I. Giving ID #5. Giving ID #5 means what? ID #5's name is what? Temp. Now don't confuse in ID #4 and ID #3. B plus I and I plus B are same. But ID #4 is I star and ID #3 is B. So I star plus B, here it is written as I star plus B, which is nothing but B plus I star. Addition, there will be no problem in the sequence. So let us come to the last intermediate code, that is store. Store ID #5 means what? Store temp in ID #2. Store temp in ID #2. So where to store temp? Store temp in ID #2 means what? A. So store temp in A. So A equal to temp. Got it? So what is temp? Temp is nothing but B plus I star. What is B plus I star? Here it is B plus I star. Is given to the A. So this is the example of intermediate code. Now in detail again we have to see how this is going to happen using lexical analysis, syntax analysis and semantic analysis. I hope you cleared this. Concluding remark for this lecture. Thus we have seen only few part of the front end of the toy compiler. Still in the front end, these steps are remaining: scanning, parsing and semantic analysis. So this we will see in the next lecture. Till that, happy learning. Thank you for the watching. I am using the book System Programming and Operating System DM Damdare 2nd edition. I am using the contents from the book only. Do visit the blog to get the slides. Thank you very much. We'll meet in the next lecture.